this video, it is the Hota D6 Pro. This is a 2-channel, nice and small, travel-friendly battery charger. We're going to get it out of the box, we're going to look at it, we're going to check out the features, and we're going to give it a test and show you how it works. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Troy. This is Roadside RC. You'll tend to find me bashing or crawling or drifting or racing, plus doing product review videos and how-tos. Let's start by getting this thing out of the box and seeing what's in there. Alright, first, a little set of, specs on it. Sticker. This looks like a power cord, which is normal. Oh, it looks like some adapters. It looks like we have some maybe XT60 to XT30 adapters. That's kind of fun. There we go. In a little package. Little bag. There it is. That is a good size right there. I like that. Now, as you look to plug this in back here on the back of the charger, it is an AC or DC powered charger. If you do have a DC power supply, this needs an XT60 input, 6.5 to 30 volts input. If you do get that DC, it bumps the power output on this a lot. So as I do it just with AC, it's going to be 200 watts, 100 watt to each channel. If you can have a DC power supply, then it is 325 watts. There we are. 2 channels, everything's lit up. If you notice here on the top, it has a little wireless charging. There we go, just like that. Phone is charging. So that is handy if you're out at the track or wherever you are and you want to charge up your phone, maybe while you're charging your batteries between races or between drift runs or whatever it is. You can also charge your phone at the top. If you have a battery such as this Gens Ace, this is a 3S battery that I use in my crawlers all the time. If you have one that has an XT60, then in order to use this, you can just plug it straight in, and the balance port also just gets plugged straight in, just like that. All right, so it actually shows you on here where the 1 lead should go, where it goes out to 6 there. So this does do up to a 6-cell lipo. What I always like to use is, I like to call them my octopuses. So like this is, you can get these on Amazon for quite cheap, and they have a whole bunch of different ends on them. There's a Traxxas end, there's a Dean's, that's a, what is that, EC3, XT60. They usually leave you some blank ones as well, so I solder on XT90 Tamiya plug, which is useless basically. Little small red plug, sometimes you see those on like the small crawlers, sometimes a maybe a transmitter battery. Same thing here with this plug, as you can use those. So we're going to plug in this adapter. Click this button and we've gone into channel 1, there's channel 2, there's both of the channels. You can see it says standby, so neither one of them are doing anything. So we click into channel 1, push in on this little roller. We're going to go up here to task. Now when I charge and use my batteries, I usually only ever look for 2 settings. I want a balance charge and I want a storage charge. So if I come in here and click again, then we have charge, discharge, an external discharge, a storage, and then a balance. Now what is confusing here is that balance is not a balance charge. It is just balancing the 3 cells in the battery. Honestly, I have no use for that. So the storage here, if I'm looking to put this battery into storage charge, and then the basic charge up here at the top, that's what I'm going to look for. So when they have the charge, it is actually a balance charge. So you can come down, this is a lipo battery, but of course you're going to want to know it does all sorts. It does the high voltage batteries, the lithium ion, lithium iron, like NiCads, leads, nickel metal hydrides. All sorts of different stuff can be charged with this. Obviously we're doing a lipo here today, which means I want to charge it to 4.2 volts per cell. It is a 3S battery. It went ahead and automatically recognized that, but it's good to do. Alright, and when you charge, this is an 1800 milliamp battery, and so you're just going to charge it at 1.8 amps. Alright, that's a 1C charge rate. If I click start task, there it goes. It says that it is a 3S lipo charging to 4.2 volts. Now down here you can actually see the voltage of each individual cell, which is super nice. So whenever I am at the track, whether I am here at the house, wherever it is, that is the setting that I'm going to use for just charging the batteries to get them up and running and ready. Now if I want to stop it, there it goes, it stopped the setting, it stopped the charge. So again, the other thing that I may do is put it on storage charge. It says it wants it at 3.8 volts per cell storage. I believe you can actually change that. A lot of the times mine are at, my other chargers do it at 3.85, so you can set somewhere in that range is where you're going to want for your storage charge. Again, you can come in and set your current. I don't think it's going to be able to discharge at 1.8 amps. We'll see what it says it's doing once we get it started. The screen changed colors here as well, which is interesting. You can see it's discharging. It's now discharging at, the negative over there is telling you it's discharging because it's trying to get this 3.90. It's trying to get that down to 3.85. And so you can actually see it is discharging at 0.4 amp. It's actually pretty good. A lot of chargers struggle with discharge, and that's why when you put it on storage, it takes so long. Now, while that one's going down to a storage, I'm going to click over here to channel 2 because I have a big old battery to give it a test. So this is an 8,000 milliamp 3S LiPo. Plug that XT90 in, and then just like on the other one, it is also a 3S LiPo, so we're going to put it up into charge mode. So we're looking at the 4.2 volts per cell. But now because this is an 8,000, in theory it can charge all the way up to 8 amps. Let's see if it will. I don't know if it'll be able to. With that like 100 watts per channel, I think it's going to struggle to get up to that much amperage. Now as it's going, we can click back here, and on this view we can see what's happening across both channels. So again, we're discharging at 0.2 amps now. Oh, we just went green. It says it is happy, I believe. Storage done. Look at that. So now this battery is at storage voltage. It's interesting that it's not exactly actually. So I told it to go to 3.85. It's actually at 3.86. So this storage is done, so we can take this battery off the charger. Oh, and look at this. So now that this has only this one battery on the charger, it's actually diverting all of that 200 watts over to hit here. It was initially only at 6 amps. It's now at 8 amps. So it's actually charging this thing at 8 amps. I'm going to stop it. I'm curious what it thinks. 15 amps. 15 amps is what it says the max voltage is. That's a 2C charge rating for this battery, and I don't know. I don't know if it's rated for that or not, but we're going to give it a short test just to see. I'm curious. I think there's basically no way that this charger can get to 15 amps on an 8,000 milliamp battery 3S. Well, let's give it a minute and see what it does. So I was wrong. There we go. It is throwing basically 15 amps at this battery. So the milliamp, that's how much capacity it's putting into it. See the individual voltage of the cells coming up. It is charging this battery quite nicely. You can hear there is definitely a fan blowing out of this thing. It is keeping itself cool. It's not the quietest thing in the world, but I'll be honest, it's completely fine. No, not bothering me at all. Why I like this kind of charger is because this is what I use here at the house. This is a big 4-channel, 100 watts each, big old charger. And it's got an octopus dangling off of each corner, balance boards dangling off of each corner. It's great. It works absolutely awesome, but it is not travel compatible, right? What I want with these small dual port chargers is something that I can take to the track with me. Well, and it will do the good job just like this one will, but won't take up nearly as much room. I have this ProTech pick bag that I take everywhere with me, get my drift car up there at the top with some controllers. I can put batteries and chargers and all that in each one of these pockets. And that big 4-part charger just won't fit in some. Okay, so this charger looks awesome. Looks like it does everything that I'm gonna need it to do in a small package. Easy to take with me and travel in different places and locations. and it will charge my batteries just as I need them to. Good job, Hota, on this D6 Pro. If you are interested in this, there will be a link down in the video description where you can pick it up. If you have any questions about the charger or just general lipo, how I charge or storage charge my batteries or anything like that, leave them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer you. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.